Hi, welcome along. My name is Zuri. Today let me take you through an Energizer practice. I created this practice over 8 years ago, designed for everybody, but specifically with in mind the active older adult. And there's a reason for that. You see so many programs out there that are designed for young, fit, healthy people, but actually the target is we want to keep everybody healthy, specifically those who are aging. They're often the forgotten age group. They're expected to come to regular classes and fit into that. But I wanted to provide them with a class that was specifically designed for them. But it's not just a class for the active older adult. Anybody can do this class and find the most amazing workout from it. So I want to introduce this class to everybody here today. So it doesn't matter whether you're in your 20s, your 40s, your 60s, your 70s, your 80s, everybody will take something from this practice. If you don't have a Swiss ball at home, what I'm recommending is you swap out the Swiss ball and grab yourself a chair to sit on. Those of you who've got your Swiss balls, you want to come to a seated position, sitting in roughly the center, the middle of the Swiss ball, and just checking in that there's space between the Swiss ball and your calf muscles, so that really when you're sitting on the Swiss ball, you're using your core. That's everything from your shoulders down to your hip line to remain stable sitting on the ball. So let's just get a little bit of movement. Shift your hips. Now, if you're doing this on a chair, you will find that it's a little harder, but you can do it in slow motion. If you're using the Swiss ball, just go for it. Like create some movement, shifting side to side. You can add a little bounce with that. Get comfortable moving through the middle of your body while keeping the legs, the feet stable and still. Come back to center. Take a breath in. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in, raise the arms up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Let's do one more. Breathe in, raise the arms up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Swing your arms around your body. Gently does that. The arms are flippy floppy. Just creating a movement known as a spinal rotation. One more, right to left. Come back to center. Raise the arms up on a breath in. And down on a breath out. Breathing in and breathing out. So lifting the arms, lowering the arms. Fingertips extending straight out, shoulders back, chest open. Two more. One more. Raise the arms up on a breath in. Sweep the arms around. Exhale, lower the arms down. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Raising the arms on the inhale, opening the chest, lowering on the exhale. Breathing in, breathing out. One more. Inhale, exhale, lower. Keep the arms beside you. Shift the weight from side to side. One side of the body lengthens as one side of the body shortens. So we shift the weight up and over to one side, shift the weight up and over to the other side. Let's go for a couple more. Right to left. Find your way back through the middle. Nod the chin down towards the chest. Start to peel forwards. Let the head hang upside down. Maybe give the head a little bit of a shake. Hands on the top of your thighs. Slowly, gently curl it out. Let's try that again. Nod the chin. This lengthens into the back of the neck. Still keep curling forwards. Give the head a little bit of a shake here. Hands on the top of your thighs and slowly curl up. You get to the top. Raise the arms 3 times. Palms forward. Breath in. Look up. Exhale, breathing in, breathing out. One more, raise the arms up on a breath in, lower on a breath out. Roll the shoulders back. You can hold on to the Swiss ball or just keep the arms beside the body. Start to lift the legs one at a time. So get comfortable taking one foot, one leg away from the ground. Lifting, lifting, take your time. Find that center of gravity, keep drawing the spine up. Let's go for 2 more. And then double knee lift. 1, 2, change it up. 1, 2, change it up. Lifting twice, lowering. 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'm tapping the toe down in between. 1, 2, 1. Let's go for a couple more. Just lightly tap the toe down in between. Last one here. 2 toe taps. Let's go for 3. This time you'll hold the leg and pulse. 2, 3, lower it down. 1, 2, 3. So again, you could hold onto the Swiss ball. You could place your hands on your hips, or you could have the arms just reaching out beside the body with the palms turned forwards. Let's go for one more round. 3 knee lifts on the right, 3 on the left, and then lower it down. Tap the toes. Just lift the foot, lightly tap the toes out in front of you. 5 to go. 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it here. Roll the shoulders back, up and around. Roll the shoulders. Reach the arms down, reach the arms out. Rotation. 1, 2. Change it up. 1, 2 left. 2 pulses to the right. 2 pulses to the left. So the rotation comes from the rib cage, keeping everything from the waistline down still, moving the upper half of the body, rotating. Keep that chest open. Last one to the left side. Turn towards the right. Reach down on a diagonal, breathing in and breathing out. So we rotate, reach, stretch across. Rotate, reach, stretch across. So I'm reaching forwards, but going on a diagonal, a little bit like saw in Pilates. One more right, reaching over on that diagonal. Last one left. Come up through the center. Roll the shoulders down and back. Lift that right leg. Find point of balance. Point and flex that right foot. 2 more. Flex the foot lower. Let's try that on the other side. Lift the left leg. Find balance. Point and flex. Point, flex, point, flex. Last one. Flex and lower. Let's try that again on the right side. So getting comfortable coming into balance with just one foot on the ground. Flex and hold, lower. Last one here. Point and flex. Find that point of balance. If you move, that's okay. You don't have to be perfectly still. Lower that foot down. Lift the right leg. Go out to extension. Beautiful hamstring stretch. Bring that leg in, lower it down. Left leg. Keep length, drawing up through the middle, the center of the body. Extend, stretch that leg out. Bring the knee in and lower it down. Let's try it again, one more on each side. Hamstring stretch. Knee lifts, lowers. Knee, stretch, knee, lower. Tap it out to the sides. Again, hands on the hips. Hands could go onto the Swiss ball, or the hands reaching out wide beside you. So taking the leg wider than your hip, out to the sides. Getting into hip flexors. Taking the leg wider than the Swiss ball, wider than your hips. Shifting that weight subtly, but still keeping the spine nice and upright. One more right. Last one here, left. Again, come back to the arms. Raise the arms up. Rotate, turn the palms in. From here, just move the arms from side to side. So the upper arm stays completely still. You're only moving the lower half of your arms. The arms at chest, shoulder height. From here, bring both of the arms in. So we're going to curl. 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring the arms in, hold. Bring the arms in front of the body, open the chest. So we want to open the back of the body, open the front of the body. Arms in, arms out wide. So as you bring your arms in front, separate between the shoulder blades, draw the shoulder blades together. Shoulder blades apart, shoulder blades together. Pulling in, opening. Pull, open. 2 more. 1 more. Keep the arms out wide. Reach the arms up and down. Now with this one, cross one hand in front of the other. So right hand in front, left hand in front. Notice how I'm still keeping a bend at the elbows. We're reaching the arms up and drawing them out wide and down. Reach and pull. One hand in front, switch change. Keep it going. The minute we take the arms above the height of the heart, above the head, starts to get the heart rate up. 4 more. Let's keep going. 3, 2, last one here. And as you bring the arms down, again, roll those shoulders down and back. Lift that right leg. Find that point of balance. Stay here as stable and as still as you can. So no movement. You may feel subtle movements through your hips, through your pelvis. Try and stabilize everything from the shoulders down to your hip line and try and keep the head lifted like you feel like you're drawing up towards the ceiling. Try that on the other side. Lift, come into balance, into stability. So obviously this is not a stable surface. If you're sitting on the chair at home, it's going to be slightly easier, but it will still challenge your core. Keep drawing that belly in, keeping your chest open and lifted, widening through your collarbones, and lower that leg down. So from here, I want you to come off the Swiss ball and come down to a seated position. So the feet are flat, the knees are bent, and you can feel the weight through the sit bones. Hold the Swiss ball in your hands. Give the Swiss ball a little squeeze and make sure that you've got all of the fingers, including your thumb, pressing lightly into the Swiss ball. See curve the spine as you come down about halfway, scooping the belly in. Exhale, come back up to center, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, exhale, breathing in and breathing out. And if you don't have the Swiss ball in the hands, you can visualize or imagine that the Swiss ball is there. You're lowering down and then drawing up. You've got your feet on the floor, the knees are bent, and you're just scooping the belly in. As you see, curve the spine, lowering down about halfway, exhaling, drawing up. Last one, breathing in, exhale down, looking down towards the top of the thighs. Take a breath in at the bottom, exhale, curl up. So very slowly curl all the way down, super slow. Take your time as you lower and just rest here. So resting position is with the feet flat, the knees bent, resting the Swiss ball on your belly. Again, if you don't have a Swiss ball to hand, you can still practice this using just your own body weight. Take the Swiss ball in your hands and raise it above the chest. Arms are straight. Lower the Swiss ball down so it hovers just above the chest with the elbows out wide, and then push it up. Elbows out wide, push up, known as a chest press. So the elbows go out wide, push the Swiss ball away. As I'm doing this movement, it looks pretty simple. I want to keep the Swiss ball just away from the body, elbows out wide, and at the same time give the Swiss ball just a little squeeze, which activates the inner arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it up, arms are straight, move the Swiss ball behind, exhale, return. When the Swiss ball goes behind, keep the Swiss ball just off the ground. And the same if you don't have the Swiss ball and you're just using your own arms, your own body weight, just keep the hands off the ground. So you're moving the arms back and bringing it back in line with your shoulders. Inhale, exhale. One more. Last one. Reach the Swiss ball out in front. Take a breath in. Curl the head, neck and shoulders off the mat as you lift to the tips of the shoulder blades. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. 2 more. 1 more. Deepen the curl over the breastbone. Hold it here. Slowly lower and bring the Swiss ball. Now if you're using the Swiss ball, those exercises, you will really start to feel the upper arms doing quite a bit of work. So let's add on to this. Now again, if you don't have a Swiss ball, you can just use your own body weight. Lift your legs up one at a time until your legs are in tabletop position. You can leave your head on the ground or lift your head, neck and shoulders, and all I want you to do is start to move the legs. Now there's just a little marching pattern, tapping the toes towards the ground. In 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold the legs still, lower the head, lower the feet, and bring the Swiss ball back towards your belly. So for this next one, let's move the arms and the legs together. So again, use your own body weight, use the Swiss ball, whatever you've got, curl the head, neck and shoulders off the mat, bring both the legs. Now the Swiss ball may be touching towards the shins or just towards the knees. Reach the arms away, the legs away, and return. So both arms move behind you, the legs move out in front of you. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale. 2 more. 1 more. And then hold. Lower the head, lower the feet, and bring the Swiss ball back. Yeah. So So let's try another one. Again, we're keeping the Swiss ball in the hands, or just use your arms. So let's take the Swiss ball up here. This time lift the legs. Now I'm going to leave my head on the mat. You do have the option of lifting. If you have just your hands, you're going to reach your fingers to touch the shins. If you have the Swiss ball, you take your hands on one side and you press the Swiss ball into the shins or into the front of the foot. So all I will do is move one leg away and come back to center. So stay with that same leg. So here it's my right leg and draw it back to center. Two more, point the toes. Try and keep the top leg still. Last one here. Come back to center, change. Left leg, stretch it away. Come back to center. Stretch, come back to center. Two more. Straighten the leg out, return. Last one. Point the toes, lengthen the leg, come back to center. Bend the knees, lower the Swiss ball towards your belly. So as we transition to this next part, if you have a chair, go and grab that chair, if you were sitting on it earlier, and we're going to place the chair underneath your heels. With the Swiss ball, I hold the Swiss ball and transition it between the ankles. Now, keeping your knees bent to 90, I'm already using the inner thigh, so give the Swiss ball a little squeeze and slowly lower that Swiss ball down. Take your time until it reaches the ground and you can place your feet on top. So you could look like this, but have your feet resting on a chair instead of the Swiss ball. Here with the Swiss ball, just making sure there's space from the back of the thighs towards the ball. Take a breath in. Curl the head, neck and shoulders off the mat as you lift to the tips of the shoulder blades. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl up. Two more, breathing in. Breathing out. One more. Breath out. Exhale fully and completely as you deepen the curl over your breastbone. Lower the head, neck and shoulders down. From here, extend one leg. So that leg is straight, the other leg is bent. Lift that leg up, flex to lower. Point to lift, flex to lower. Point the leg up, flex, one more. And then bend the knee and change as we do the same on the other side. So start with the legs straight. This straight leg hovering just off the chair if you're using it. Point the toes lifted up, flex to lower. Breathing in. Point the toes on the way up, flex the foot as you lower down. Breathing in. Last one, point lift, flex lower, bend the knee and place that foot again back onto either the chair or the Swiss ball. Tap the toes around the side, so we're toe tapping. Again, one foot stays still into that tabletop position and the other foot moves around the side of the chair and moves around the side of the Swiss ball. Toe tap it. Now, if your leg doesn't go all the way to the ground, that's okay. It might feel more comfortable in your hip joint if it just hovers. So you're moving towards the floor. That's the key. Towards the ground. One more right. Last one here, left. Now, if you have the feet on the chair is not going to move. So what I want you to do is just bring one knee in towards your chest at a time. But if you're using a Swiss ball, walk the Swiss ball away and walk the Swiss ball back towards you. Try that again. Walk it away. Both legs are straight, walk it back. We'll do a couple more, walk it away, walk it back, last one, until the legs are straight. So again, if you're on the chair, your knees will be bent. Here I've got my legs straight, curl the head, neck and shoulders off, hands on the back of the head, and as you bring one knee in towards you, twist and rotate towards it. So we're going to add in rotation, lift and twist. Rotate. So the option is the legs on the chair, you could keep your legs still, you could still work into the rotation. So I'm lifting, twisting, opposite shoulder towards opposite knee. Using the Swiss ball, you could keep one leg straight on the ball and lift and rotate as you come up and over to one side. Lift as you twist, reach up, over, try to use the shoulder, keep the chest open. We'll do one more round, last one right, final one on the left. Come back to center, lower the head and lower the arms beside the body. So again, if you've got your feet on the chair, keep your knees bent because the idea is you can't actually move the chair, whereas we've rolled the Swiss ball away if we're using the Swiss ball. But the movement will be the same. Press the palms down, roll the shoulders back, feet in flexion. Start to lift your hips as you draw up underneath, and then slowly lower as you come back down. So strong legs, straight legs if you're using the Swiss ball. Press the palms down, slowly curl up, hold it there, strengthen the legs. You may feel like the Swiss ball is moving around. Just trust your body to find that stability and slowly lower. So it's like you're working the whole body, from the shoulders, the arms, the legs, all the way down towards the feet. So gently pick up the hips, curl the tailbone off the mat, lengthen through side body, take a breath in and slowly lower it back down. Take your time. We will do one more. Make sure your foot and your ankle is fully supported on the Swiss ball, shoulders back, press palms down, lift up the hips, strengthen the top of your thighs. And remember your breath as well. Keep breathing in and breathing out. And as you slowly lower, walk the feet back towards you. So if the legs come back, classic tabletop position. Take a breath in and curl the head, neck and shoulders off the mat. 2 more. Breathing in and breathing out. 1 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, deepen the curl over the breastbone and slowly lower that head and the shoulders back down. So from here, bring the right knee into your chest and just give it a little hug in towards your body. And this is all we need at this moment, just to pause, bring knee to chest. And if you can, take that foot towards the opposite thigh. So this leg, this knee is bent, and this one, the leg has externally rotated. Pausing it there, working into your hip flexor. Take 1 more breath in here. And a long breath out. Change it, bring that knee to your chest. And we'll do the same on the other side. Bring the left leg in, knee to chest. Give a little hug in towards your body. Bring it as close as you feel comfortable. This leg is stable and still. Rotate. Take the opposite foot to the opposite thigh. So this leg could be supported on a chair. This is quite challenging because you're keeping this leg in a fixed position and rotating. For some of us, this may not be comfortable, so just bring that knee to your chest. Modify to suit. Feeling this into the glutes, into the outside of my thigh. And again, focusing on your breath. Chest is open. Breathing in. And breathing out. And then you lower that foot. So with this one here, I'm going to walk the Swiss ball a little closer towards me. If you've got the chair, you may need to scoop your hips a little closer to the chair. I'm going to bring the soles of the feet to turn in. So the soles of the feet touch the outer edges of my foot, the ankle are being supported on the Swiss ball as the knees gently turn out. So I'm getting a nice, beautiful stretch down through those inner thighs. I was just pausing it here. Breathing in, and breathing out. So again, good for the hip flexors. Just let the soles of the feet draw close towards each other. If you needed to, you could scoop your hips a little closer towards the chair for this one and have the feet turned in with the knees turned out and the feet resting on the top of that chair. I'm taking 1 more round of my breath here. And then slowly bring the legs back. So if you have a Swiss ball, a challenge would be to lift the Swiss ball up. So you've got it again between your ankles, between your feet. Curl the head, neck and shoulders. Hands on the back of your thighs. So you press your thighs into your hands into your thighs. You roll up. You should come up to a comfortable seated position. Now if you come away from your chair, you can just move that to one side. And bring your legs out in front. So both legs are straight, feet in flexed position, and draw your right leg in towards you. Now that might be all that you need, but you could bring that leg up and over and you hug the opposite leg towards the chest. Now if you're holding the Swiss ball, if you don't have a Swiss ball, just turn your arm and rotate gently behind. But you could rotate the Swiss ball behind you so that it's on an angle and the hand is reaching on top and you're looking back. So it's a little spinal rotation as you reach that Swiss ball away, you roll it just to one side and you look back. So we're going into spinal rotation. There's lots going on in this stretch. Spinal twist, hip stretch into the hips, the glutes, and a hamstring stretch of that front leg as well. Make sure both sit bones are grounded. Take one more breath in. Long breath out. Now as you come through the center, bring that right leg in front and shift your left leg behind you. So I'm still keeping the Swiss ball on the right side. Again, if you don't have the Swiss ball, just reach the arms out side to side. We're going to lean and stretch up and over to your right side and then come back to center. Try that again. Lean and stretch up and over and come back to center. Two more. Reach up, extend, up and over and back to center. Last one here. Reach up and over. Little press down on the Swiss ball. Come back to center. And as you roll the Swiss ball around, straighten the legs, and we'll repeat that on the other side. Left leg in. So the Swiss ball's on the left side, bring the left leg in. The legs can stay on the side or it can come up and over. Hug opposite arm to opposite leg. Roll the Swiss ball behind. Look behind you. Press down on the Swiss ball. Keep the shoulder down and back. Look back towards the tips of the fingers. Puff the chest open. Each time you breathe out, just focus into the gentle twist, keeping the spine as long as you can. So the breath in, I create length through the spine on the inhale, rotate gently on the exhale. Keep front foot in flexion and keep hugging that front leg towards your heart. You can almost lean slightly into that front leg just to give a little bit of support to the back. And then just notice, where do you feel this? Is it more the twist for you? Is it the glute stretch? That's what I'm feeling into. Or is it the hamstring stretch? It'll be different for each of you, what you're connecting to as we pause in here. Take one more round of your breath. And as you come out of it, let's bring that left leg in front and move the right leg behind. Again, if you don't have the Swiss ball, just use your arms. We're only going to one side. We're going to come up and over. You can roll the Swiss ball away with this one and then roll the Swiss ball back towards you. So reach, extend, up and over, and then come back to center. Two more. Breath in, breath out. Last one here. Breathing in, big long stretch as you come up and over. As you come back to a seated position, take those legs out as wide as you feel comfortable. Again, if you don't have a Swiss ball, just have the hands in front of you. If you do have the Swiss ball, what I want you to do is wrap your arms around it like you're about to give the Swiss ball a nice big bear hug. And then you just lean your chest into it and maybe just let the head hang forward slightly. So big bear hug, arms wrapped around the sides of the ball. Lean your chest, so gently lean your body into it. So again, getting into that beautiful stretch down through the inside of both your legs. Breathing in and breathing out. And take one more round of your breath here. And then gently bring the legs towards each other, roll over onto your knees, and come up to a seated position. Now if you've got your chair, again come back to sitting on your chair, otherwise come back to sitting onto that Swiss ball. So shoulders are back, chest is open and lifted. Let me turn side on for this one so you can get more of a visual. When I'm sitting on the Swiss ball, it's really important that I'm creating straight lines. So you'll see a straight line from my knee to my ankle, a straight line from hip to shoulder. There's space between the back of my calf muscles and the Swiss ball. So from here, I'm just going to extend and straighten one leg out. Hinge forward. Now move your sit bones back, lean forwards. If it's comfortable, reach for that foot as we come into deep hamstring stretch. Now notice that straight line all the way from the top of the head down to the sit bone. So I'm not collapsing into my back, not rounding the back, but keeping the spine straight and long. Take one more round of your breath here. Now place the feet side by side and do a beautiful cat stretch here. Just tuck up underneath, scooping the belly in, rounding across the back of the rib cage. The head is under, and then slowly peel up as you come out of that. Change that to the other side, straighten the other leg out. Keep the chest lifted. As you hinge forward, send your sit bones back. The hand can rest on that front thigh, the supporting leg, or you could reach same hand to same foot. Flexing the toes towards the shin will give you slightly deeper stretch. Maybe feeling that more into your calf muscles as you hinge forwards. Maybe look forwards, send your eye gaze right out there past the front edge of your mat. Breathing in and breathing out. Focus on the breath whenever we're stretching. There's sometimes a tendency to hold our breath. Can you feel that deep stretch all the way from the sit bone all the way to the back of your heel? Again, take the hands to the top of your thighs. Head is underneath, scoop the belly in and slowly roll up. So I'm going to stay facing the side onto you as we do a point of difference here. We're doing another roll down. Hands can be on the top of your thighs or let your arms rest beside your body. Nod the chin down towards the chest as you peel forwards. I want you to come all the way down so your head hangs upside down. And then from here, come up to the tips of the fingers. So we come up nice flat back. So the back is long and straight, and then you hinge from your hips and you come up with a flat, straight back. Now if I was to reverse that, hinge from the hips, keep the spine long and straight, hinge forwards, and come to the tips of the fingers. So your back is long and straight, but then you round, you tuck your head under, and you peel up. So then we reverse that. Chin down towards the chest, peel forward. So here I'm going through a rounded back, and then I breathe in. I lift the chest. The back is straight, hinging from the hips. Chest open, heart lifted, and then reverse it. Last one. Keep the spine straight, keep your chest puffed open, lean forwards, come to the tips of the fingers. Now curl, head goes under, slowly curl up, super slow, and then the head comes up last of all. So I've got one more for you. Again, if you're on the chair, this one's a little bit difficult, but you can place your hands on the back of the chair and just lift your chest, lift your sternum as you come into a gentle back bend. If you have a Swiss ball, try this one with me. Take your time. Take a couple of steps forward. 1, 2, 3, just a couple of steps. So you'll see I'm perched more on the front of the Swiss ball rather than on the top. The back is still in neutral. Keep your feet grounded with your knees bent. So again, stacking the joints. What I want you to do is lean back. Take your time. And then you could just stay here, let the head hang upside down, maybe give the head a little bit of a shake. Now you'll see my knees are still bent, and then I could let the arms just hang as well, as I get a beautiful stretch into the front of the body. Now if you feel safe, you could start to straighten the legs so that you come into like a wheel position, like we do in yoga practice. So I've straightened my legs out, head hanging upside down, I've reached back, head literally hanging upside down. Relax that lower jaw. Beautiful stretch of the front of the body. And those of you sitting on the chair, just reach your arms back behind you. Just look up. And then I bend the knees. So I come back to where I started. I bring the arms back to hands touching the thighs. Now my head is on the ball. I bob the chin down. I slowly curl up and I should come back to where I started. Take a couple of steps back. We should come back to where we started. Let me face you now. And all we need to do is just take a couple of breaths to bring this practice to an end here today. palms rotate. 3 breaths. Inhale, look up. Exhale. 2 more, breath in. Breath out. 1 more, take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Give those hips a little shake. Move your shoulders. Woohoo! I hope you enjoyed that. And I look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye-bye.